Hey guys, this is Alex with Grow How, and today we're talking about Downy Brome. Scientific name is Bromus tectorum. Brome tech, according to one of my friends. I call it cheatgrass or June grass. This is a plant that saps all the water out of the ground, is dead by June, and has very fine. See, these are actually at this point, I think, still flower heads, but they're going to turn into the seed heads, and they're rather pokey. And this stuff will go up like a torch. This is responsible for a lot of the increase in fires in the West. It is not solely responsible. There are other issues, but if we did not have this, we'd have a lot less fires. Now, this stuff actually does have a use early in the season. It's actually it's not a bad forage for cattle and goats and sheep. Once these seed heads start, they get kind of pokey. They can stick in the gums of an animal. They're rather bad for it that way. It could be a benefit to a range in the short term during the spring. Long term, it does damage to the cattle. It does damage by encouraging fire. If you'll notice, it's fairly fine. It's soft. It goes up really easy. Now, this is in my backyard, which means I am not being a good steward of the land. Come 4th of July, fireworks, all this stuff here, things could go in a flash. So I've got to get this cut down, taken care of before then. I'm probably too late. If I were to spray this now, I could kill it, but those seeds would probably mature anyway. It doesn't take a lot on these. They do not cross-pollinate. The flowers are actually closed. They go through their business pretty quickly here. It's a sap on my water resources in the spring when these guys sap it up. This is especially true in your native grasses. So Downy Brome is not a good thing. Cheatgrass is not a good thing. I encourage you to come up with a plan to get rid of it. What I'm going to be doing this fall, before it sprouts, I'm going to spread down a pre-emergent where I don't have the fruit trees. I'll see if I can find something that is fruit tree certified as being safe that I can use around this, but those are never as good. Before it gets too cold, I'm going to come out and spray it with glyphosate or Roundup, and then I will again probably treat with another pre-emergent, depending on what the labeling says. I don't want to use too much in the spring, and then again I will spray anything that's left, and hopefully I've got my act together better next year, because this year I didn't, and this is what happens. I wasn't proactive, I wasn't ready, and now I've got a bunch of weeds that are a fire risk. If you have any questions, please go ahead, comment below. If you are a fire manager or a wildlands manager and you have additional information or corrections for me, go ahead, post in the comments below. Catch y'all later. Manana. I'm also going to point out that my friend calls this Brome tech. Gosh, gee, doesn't that just sound like a Saturday morning cartoon from the 80s? Yeah, maybe I should write a script for that.